What's up, everyone? I'm Dimebot, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Sim and Favorite Places to Fly. Today, we are going to be visiting Bolivia. In fact, you have probably seen the destination today and just did not realize it because of how otherworldly pictures of this place can look. We are headed for the Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat. So let's go ahead and get flying and have a look at this. I'm sure it's going to be crazy. Alright, here we are rolling. Welcome, if you're a Star Wars fan, to the planet Crate from The Last Jedi. This area has been used to film plenty of otherworldly scenes, and as we get airborne here, you can absolutely see why. As I said, this is the world's largest salt flat. It has a total area of 10,582 square kilometers. It is easily seen from space, and it is extremely flat, so it is actually used to calibrate the altimeters of Earth observation satellites. Now, it was formed from a few prehistoric lakes that are no longer here, evaporating and leaving a few meters of salt crust. And actually beneath this salt crust is a pool of brine, which is a pretty good source of lithium. Although it is not actively mined because the government doesn't want foreign companies to do it and is planning on doing it themselves. If you have ever seen those pictures of flamingos walking in mirror-like water in a huge expanse, this is where that happens. There are three species, penguins, flamingos, three species of flamingos that come here to breed during the rainy season when a few inches of water covers this place, making it the world's largest mirror. And they are going to be eating the brine shrimp that come out during that time. So, yeah, you get a mirror about 129 kilometers across when that happens. You can see the mountains bordering it on all sides, and it is kind of easy to lose your bearings here. It is flat, it is pretty featureless, but it is really, really, really interesting. Go ahead and turn us a little bit here. So, in terms of resources, since it's just such a crazy number, this place is estimated to contain 10 billion tons of salt. 10 billion. There is a tourism industry here. The hotels here actually can be built entirely of salt blocks extracted from the flats themselves. And somewhere in this area, and I have not been able to pinpoint it, is an old train graveyard from when raw materials were transported across here to the ocean. And speaking of that, let's have a look. You are relatively high up here. You're on what's called the Altiplano. That is the plateau that makes up a chunk of Bolivia. But you can see we are not that far in relative terms from the coast. This is a place that if you want to come explore, you definitely want to take something like what I'm flying, something with skis where you can set down and take off again and do so relatively quickly, although with it being so flat, you will be able to land other aircraft here without too much problem. It's the taking back off that can get a little rough sometimes. But it's an absolutely fascinating place to fly in a plane like this, where you do have such good cockpit visibility. Now, other than the flamingos, there's not a lot of animals that live here. There are multiple bird species, and you will see around the fringes some giant cacti, colpeos, which are a kind of dog, and that's kind of it. There's not a ton here, and it's a pretty harsh climate, as you can see, so obviously there is not going to be a lot of wildlife. If you want to know about the geology of this place and how it formed, scientists have a pretty good idea. I'm not going to go into all of it, but they have footprints of the lakes that came and went over the years, merging, drying up to form this place. So it's a pretty interesting read. But really, I'm just blown away by the fact that this is just all one absolutely massive salt flat. I thought when we did the salt flats in the U.S. that was absolutely bananas, but this place dwarfs that. Definitely just absolutely unreal. But that'll do it for me today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. If you have a place you'd like to suggest me to fly, leave it in the comments or on the community channel on YouTube, and I'll see about getting to it. And if you're here to the end, watch time's key on YouTube, so thank you for helping feed the algorithm for me. I'm Don Butt. I'll see you guys next time.